You know, you just don't want to get out of the car.
Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. Know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. Know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. Know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. Know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the.
So that was a nice little morning. I just did a house in Bromsgrove, and funny enough, when you're from a town and you end up going back to work in it, you probably know quite a few people, and I just met some old school friends who I didn't even know were married. So that was nice to catch up with them. And now I'm on the way home, and I'm gonna have to put in a blue sky in my front shop. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to put in a blue sky into your photos.
You know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me.
Right then, folks. Sorry, John. I'll just make you just turn the volume down on you a minute. So I'm listening to Abbey Road by the Beatles, and I just forgot what an amazing album is, and it's just phenomenal to think how much quality material they churned out time and time and time again for so long. And I just don't think anyone has ever done that before or since, and no one will ever get close to the Beatles. Ever. No chance. No, there is no chance of ever doing what the Beatles did. Anyway, I said earlier that I'd show you how I Photoshop in my blue skies. Today was a day when I really need to do that. So the process I've done is I've exported my shots from Lightroom already into a folder, and the only things that aren't finished are my 3 externals, 2 gardens and 1 front shop. So what I do is I'll bring them into Photoshop, and I'll also open a sky. So what we're going to do, so first of all in Photoshop I'm going to locate those 3 3 files. So they're in my Dropbox folder. Mayfield Close, here it is, and it's going to be front elevation and the 2 gardens. So I can press Shift and click on garden 2, and all 3 are selected, and let's open those. Next thing I've got to do is locate the blue sky that I want to choose. Now I've got a folder of blue skies, and I always just go through them, and because I don't want to use the same blue sky every time, so I'm going to find the appropriate blue sky that I think will work. And I know that folder is called September Skies because I just took a load of pictures of the sky on September. So I've got 6 raw photos in here, so let's use this one. And I'm going to, on the sky that we've just selected, I'm going to press Command and A, which selects the whole picture, and then Command C, which is copy. Now I don't know what the Windows equivalent is, so I'm sorry if I keep saying Command. And then we're going to do the garden first of all. So then I'm going to press Command V, which will add the layer. Now you'll notice that that is huge. So if I press Alt and scroll away, you'll see by pressing Command and T that the layer that is added is well bigger, which is because it's a raw file and the image that we're editing is actually a little JPEG. So that is why. So you've got to resize it to the same size. And then next thing we do is we make it invisible, so we press the little eyeball on the right hand side and click on background, and at the top we go up to select, down to colour range, and then we just lower or raise the fuzziness, whatever you want to do, and you can click on the area of fuzziness and Photoshop should detect the area that you want to change. Now what I need to do is get rid of the areas that it has selected. So using the, what's this called? Quick selection tool, I've got it set to minus, and I'm just going to deselect those marching ants that are on the house. Because remember, the only bits that we want to select are the overcast sky. And one way that we can check that we've got it all there is we can press the eyeball on the background and we can see that we've left a little bit down here. But apart from that, and there's a little bit on the roof, I think. Yep, everything's done. So now what do? We press the eyeball. I keep calling it the eyeball, you know what I mean. We make it visible. Click on layer, and then we're going to add a layer mask. By clicking that, it comes into the section that we selected. So it's as quick as that. Now, if you're not happy with the position of it, then what you can do is make sure that you press the there's a keychain that links the two layers. Unlink that and click on your sky layer. And then Command T, you can then sort of move it around. And by keeping your finger on Command, you can stretch it and all sorts. Like that. So it really is as simple as that. And I'm just going to get a reasonably decent sky. Yeah, that looks good to me. So I'm just going to file, save as, and then that will save as a copy if I save it as a JPEG, but I don't want a copy, I'm going to overwrite it, so delete the copy bit, replace, and that is saved. It really is as simple as that. There are different ways to do it. Perhaps I'm doing it a slightly longer winded way, I don't know, but this is just the way that I prefer to do it. And now I've got to do it on the other two images, which is the first garden and the front elevation. So now you know, easy as that. I've just remembered there's a couple of jobs that I've got to do. So not only have I got to edit yesterday's vlog and today's vlog, I've also got to nip to the post office because I've got to get a few things in the post today. And I've got to also send off my invoices because I haven't done it yet. I always feel like it's a bit of a weight off my shoulders when I've got the property stuff done. So that's about to send, that should have sent, that should be gone. Good, I'm done. Okay. Right. Just got to turn my music off. Because I can't think straight. Okay. Okay. Right, what am I going to do now? 10 to 3. Right, I need to go to the post office. That's what I'm going to do next. So I've just been to the post office and I've got the wedding photographs in the post. And it's a lovely day today. It's real Jekyll and Hyde day today with the weather. It's raining one minute, then it's really windy the next, and grey skies, sunny, I don't know, it's doing everything. So if you're out with the camera today, then chances are you've probably got some good stuff, because the cloudscapes are pretty epic. I'm tempted to go and do a bit myself, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yes, 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 yes. I love ticking off all my things on my to-do list. I'm not really a ticker offer, but Laura's started making me tick things off on to-do lists because that's a really good way to get stuff done, and I just don't get stuff done otherwise. And it's a really, really good feeling when you finally, and especially when you get all those, when it's invoices, which is boring work, and a lot of the time it puts you off because we're photographers, we're artists, we take pictures, we're dealing with tonality and colour ranges. We shouldn't be dealing with invoices. Yes, we should, because we're photographers. It's a business. If you want to make money out of it, you've got to get stuck into the business side of it, and unfortunately it's part and parcel. Once a month, you just have to kind of just force yourself to do these invoices. I've had a really good July, so I'm quite looking forward to receiving the dosh from some of those invoices. But for now, that's the end of this vlog, and thanks for watching. You know what I'm gonna say: like, maybe write a comment, or how about subscribing if you haven't already? And remember, tell your friends. See you later.
La 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 la.